Tipp FM's Tip Today.
With Slattery's Garage, Puck On. Over half a century driving the people of Tipperary and surrounding areas with quality, reliable and economical vehicles, new and used. Call the sales team today to discuss your next car or van on 067 24 111.
Thanks, Pat. Welcome back to the second hour of Tip Today. Now, what an exciting morning it's shaping up to be at Scoil Chormaic in Cashel. Our own Stephen Gleeson is on the scene to give us the full story. Stephen, good morning to you.
Good morning, Fran, and listeners. You're very welcome to Cashel here. Great atmosphere around Scoil Chormaic here this morning, where we have a big day of celebration, and I'm joined now by the principal here, Lorraine Lowry. Tell us what's happening here this morning, Lorraine.
Good morning, Fran. Good morning, all the listeners. Very special day in Scoil Chormaic this morning. I sat down at my kitchen table last night to write a few words, speech. We have some of our donors that donated money to our fundraising campaign, Bop for a Bus. And I actually, it was the first time that I really realised the magnitude of what has been achieved in Scoil Chormaic. It's just phenomenal. Since it's been a year nearly in the running, the fundraising campaign, which started off with some exceptional members of staff coming to us and asking, we'd like to do a fundraiser for the school. What do we need? Everybody brainstormed, and I suppose it was the buses. We had 4 buses that were causing a lot of trouble at the time, and the idea was to upgrade those 4 buses. But never in our wildest dreams did we anticipate the response, the sheer commitment and determination from the staff and from actually the county of Tipperary, because it really is a community achievement, because there has been so many people involved. I don't want to spoil the big reveal, because I know the fundraising committee are going to speak about what they actually achieved and the number that was achieved. But what I can talk about is just, I suppose, what it means to our students and what it means to the children, past, present and future of Scoil Chormaic, in relation to accessing a curriculum in a really meaningful way, providing opportunities for them to be able to access the community, to feel connected, to feel that they belong. And I suppose that's what we're about here in Scoil Chormaic. Our children, they come first. They are at the essence of everything that we do. And this is a very, very, very unbelievably happy day for the children and the staff and our school community, and, as I said, the wider community of Tipperary.
And we have a great room here filled with people, and with balloons outside, and the buses. The buses are key to all this. And you have a catchment area right across Tipperary, and people coming from long distances every day to be here in Scoil Chormaic.
We do. We have some very proud Limerick students. So we're going to East Limerick, we're North Tipp, South Tipp, as far as Carrigunshire, children from Waterford. We have children from Cork, from Mitchelstown, and they're travelling on bus air and buses to the school. But our buses, our fleet of buses that we now have, support those students in being able to access the community of Tipperary, going on equine therapy in Limerick. We go swimming. Some of our children really, I suppose, struggle in relation to sitting and learning in the conventional way, and because of sensory issues and because of needing a very different type of learning environment, the buses enable us to be able to access that for our children, for our students. So on a weekly basis we have buses travelling to Tiptown, to Thurles, to Clonmel, to provide swimming, to bring the students swimming. That's funded by the school, by fundraising. The department don't pay for anything in relation to the running costs, the fuel, the tax, the insurance of the buses. So that's all
fun. Local people.
Yes, absolutely. And And like, I suppose we all know how important that is for our students, and I think it's really summed up on the 17th of February, the wheelchair accessible book took its maiden voyage to the Horse and Jockey. So 3 of our students that are wheelchair users that have never ever been out have been able to access the community like the other students in the school were able to go to the Horse and Jockey. And definitely what goes on tour stays on tour, because there was some shenanigans went on that day. And the pictures that the teacher, Miss Ryan's class, that she sent to our WhatsApp group, explained pictures of the students enjoying themselves out having a social occasion. And when those pictures went into our WhatsApp group, and they said what a happy and wonderful social occasion they had. And there's learning in that as well, that Mr. Bales wrote into the group, and they said that Joe Enright, who's one of our students, this is his second year with us, one of his ambitions was always to be able to go on a bus like all the other children and to have a social outing with his peers. So it was incredible that happened on the 17th of February, and the joy in those photographs and the fun that they had on that day. And that's what it's all about, giving children opportunity, experiences. Like the buses mean opening doors for children and offering them life experiences and increasing happiness. And, you know, we are a very happy school, so this just sums it up and quantifies it.
Great stuff, Lorraine. We'll hear from Joe's mother, Pedrina, in a little while, but we're going to go to the fundraising committee and have a serious bunch around the table here, Fran. Top class committee fundraisers, including Johnny Luby, who's here just over from me here at the moment, and we'll hear from Johnny in a little bit. But we'll come first here to Evelyn Nevin and Siobhan Ryan. And Evelyn, I'll come to you here first. Like, if you talk about this and the support that you've got here and the workability of this, that everybody can work together.
Yeah, hi Fran, and hi to the listeners. Fabulous to be here this morning, and I suppose I'm here in Scoil Chormaic as part of the Workability Project, and I was delighted when Siobhan asked me to come on the fundraising committee. I love fundraising, I have to say, and I suppose when we set out with our 80,000, I thought they're all mad in this school, but anyway, we'll let Siobhan tell you what happened after that. But I suppose for me in Workability, I suppose it was an opportunity for the students on my project to get involved, and so we were uptown selling tickets, we were banging buckets, some of our students on the day went up to the rugby club, and it was about everybody, I suppose, participating and helping others. The response, I suppose, was phenomenal from the start. Now, it was a lot of work, and there was times you were going, oh my God, but over in the staff room, myself and Siobhan used to meet to bank the money, and as I said, you know, you just couldn't believe the amount of money like that kept coming in on the day up in the rugby club. 50 euros was just flying everywhere. For me, I suppose it was just phenomenal, and it just goes to show, I suppose, the esteem that children with additional needs are held in here in Tipperary, and also, I suppose, for the school, because, I mean, Scoil Chormaic is phenomenal. It's a fabulous place to work. The fundraiser wasn't just about us on the fundraising committee. Like, I mean, there's a staff here, there's families, sponsorship cards went home. Everybody, that's anybody. The Dogs of the Road got involved. Everybody, businesses. It's, as I said, I've never done a fundraiser like it. Today is like, it's like winning the lotto, I suppose, for myself and for the other people in school here. And to see the video that Lorraine was talking about, the lads on the bus, it made it all worthwhile. And you say, that's exactly what it is about. And it was about everybody getting involved. Like I said, it wasn't just the 10 or 12 of us on the committee or whatever. Yes, you know what I mean? People love getting stuck in, doing the work and whatever, but it's the outcome. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the kids and students. Everybody should have the opportunity, like, of going out on the bus with your class and whatever. And now, I mean, that has been made possible because of the fundraising and the efforts of the people of Tipperary and Limerick. We better let them in there, or it mightn't go down too well. But yes, it has. I mean, it has been phenomenal. And as I said, I was delighted that the Workability Project, that we could get involved in it and help out in any way that we could.
Great stuff, Evelyn, and we'll come to Johnny in a moment, but first we're going to have that big reveal. Siobhan O'Brien is here with us. Siobhan, tell us, how much you raised for all this and for the buses that we can see outside the door here.
Stephen, it's actually unbelievable to be able to reveal this amount. I never in my wildest dreams thought we'd achieve a fraction of this. I can reveal this morning that not only did we crush our 80,000 target, we've added another 100,000 to that, so we have 180,000 raised.
I hope that didn't blow the head off listeners there.
Yeah, it's just been phenomenal from the get-go. We started in a very casual conversation one day after school that snowballed into something that we could never have dreamed would be as successful, and that is absolutely down to the support that we have received. We never heard the word no from anybody. The support, the love, the affection that we're held with around the county and surrounding counties, it's just heartwarming, it's amazing, and this is one of the proudest things I've ever been involved in. It's just, I will never be able to quantify it. It's just been amazing. And to see the children out and about, and that it's just what it's about and what it was all for. And to think that we've achieved that. We've been able to upgrade our 4 buses and buy a brand new wheelchair accessible bus. So it's just been fantastic. So thanks to everyone. Everybody's support has been appreciated, from the £5 to the 500 to the 5,000. It all added together, it all made a difference, and we just want to thank everyone from the bottoms of our hearts. It's just been phenomenal.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Well done, Siobhan, and that is just amazing stuff. And we'll hand over here to no stranger to Tipp FM listeners, Johnny Luby from out the road at the Golden, just past the shore there.
The Fourpenny Road.
Yeah. Johnny, it's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I suppose when Miss Lowry and Siobhan and them happened to say to me, would I give it a mention on the radio? So it was down to, thanks to Frank Curry and Tipp FM and that. Any time I come on the radio every Friday, I just keep mentioning Scoil Chormaic and that. And because like a fiver is a fiver. And if you have €995, that fiver now brings you to the 1,000. And it's absolutely fantastic, you know. They're in a great area here in Cashel, you know. The people have been wonderful, and all the surrounding areas and just beyond the borders of Tipperary as well. Nobody, as the girls said there, would refuse anything, you know. Even youngsters will say, coming up with €2 for my 70th birthday. We said, I thought to raise 600 or 700. Lo and behold, it went to 11,000. You know, Tony Coney, actually, it's funny, Tony Coney said, I'll give you €20. I said, I need more than that, Tony, off of you now, you know, and that. But she said, you're only walking from Gordon to Cashel. I said, I'm only walking halfway because you would get knocked down in the other half. So I said, you're better up. But anyway, he's running what we call a bullseye, which is €50. So I said, thanks. But everybody out, I looked to appreciate Stephen, of all the things that I've been kind of involved in. Not like the girls, because they're here at the coal face and they see what's going on and that. And I see them then when I'm in the town of Cashel, and you drive up the town, you see the SNAs, and they walking with catching the youngsters by the hands, and all the shopkeepers. Tommy Grogan nearly knows them all by first name, you know, and that's the way it is in the town of Cashel, a wonderful place, you know, and that, so there's so many charities out there. So Scoil Chormaic is absolutely blessed that they could get the sponsorship for 180,000. I never thought that it would reach even half of it. I said, this thing is daft, and lo and behold, I just kept climbing and climbing. But hey, thanks to everybody out, it's appreciated, and to Tipp FM for, one of the girls said, will Frank Curry allow you to say that? I said, I'll have said before, he said. But listen, it's appreciated. Tipp FM are wonderful for all charities. Absolutely brilliant, no matter what charity it is, Stevie.
And Johnny, just outside, you saw the buses, you were up close. They're fantastic, aren't they? You know, real state of the art, like, and balloons on them there and shining here this morning.
Unbelievable, and even it has put the SNAs and all the youngsters here in tremendous form. They're all saying, look at our buses. I mean, they're our buses now, that's Scoil Chormaic's, and that, like, the way they're lined up there, it's fantastic for them, friend. You know, they need it in this day and age with health and safety and all of that inside in the school, that you do need a proper setup, you know, and fair play to them.
Yeah, so we thought 80,000, it went to 180,000. The fundraisers. Just before I let you go, Johnny, tonight you have a big fundraiser, Cheltenham night.
That's right, preview night up in the Norbrook Lounge in Clonakilty, and that I asked, again, Michael Lowry, as he's the nearest TD to us from North Tipperary, I said, how do I go to Clonakilly? Johnny, he says, you know how to go to Clonakilly, up by Templemore, go left beyond on the road to Roscrea. But it's for the Liam Brereton Fund, that young boy that got badly injured there from Drummond Inch. And look, whatever they collect tonight, it's only €100. €500, whatever. There's an auction afterwards as well, and that I was there for the last number of years. It's absolutely a brilliant night. You know, we have Shark Hanlon, we have Tom Hogan, we have Dennis Hogan, the trainer, who's actually a first cousin of Liam Brereton's, and many, many more people. Ken Whelan here in town, and that somebody will, they won't guarantee as a winner, but they'll give their opinion of what might win. Isn't that it? Great. That's on at 7:30.
7:30 tonight, Norbrook Lounge, but this morning it's here in Cashel where all the action is, here at Scoil Chormaic. And thanks for that, Johnny. And next up we have Padrina Inright, the mother of Joe Inright. And I know Joe wears his Limerick jersey here, proudly here in the heart of Tipperary, but he's thrilled to have a bus to get in here with.
He can't believe it. He just can't believe it. They did their trip, as Lorraine said there a while ago, and that was his one thing since he came here, was that he could never go with his class anywhere. You know, they could go up and down the street here, but he'd see the buses going in and out, and now to think that he can be a part of that, he is just so proud. But it isn't even just about Joe. It's about the full school community here, that they have these out in the yard now, that they can decide to go somewhere and go, and not be worried about a breakdown, an old bus or anything. And like the support for everyone that made this possible. I feel I'm not in part of my body here today. I feel my head is looking down. This just can't be real. And it's thanks to everybody, the fundraising committee, the staff, the mouse out in the yard. Everybody has backed this from start to finish, and I don't think it stopped. And it's a privilege to even be associated with it at all.
And it's all local people. It's nothing to do with the government such. It's the people who raise the money, the likes of Johnny and the likes of Siobhan and Evelyn, who've been going out there into the community. So all the listeners, you know, they're part of it.
Absolutely, every single body. And people were even coming forward that we hardly knew, or that knew of somebody else here through the years, or heard it on the radio. And it's just been astounding. They didn't just put their hand into their pocket, they went deep into their pockets. And this is the proof of it today. Aren't we so lucky?
So tell us what a day will be like now in the morning that Joe will be able to get the bus.
Joe will be able to, if his class decide to go on an outing, they can all go together now. Like, his class were really not doing things like that. Like, he would see other classes going off, and every child is actually very aware, because this school is such a family, and everybody knows what's happening, and everyone's a part of everything. They could never do that, and it's not just Joe. Like, there's a full class there, and there's other classes as well in the school. Like, every student now, and every teacher, every staff member has the option, and it's always the option to go. Now it's yes or no. That they're not being excluded, and inclusion is really what it's all about.
Oh, brilliant stuff. And you're travelling, you know, quite a distance to get to this school in Cashel, but it's the heart of your world as well here. The people are so kind, and it's a wonderful environment. The
kindness, the commitment, that journey is so worth it, and we don't feel like it's like a journey, because Joe is so excited coming here every day, and even when he goes home, he's talking about the next day. So it proves like the journey doesn't even come into it, because he's so much part of what goes on here, and everybody is the same. From the minute you walk in the gate, walk past on the footpath, you can feel the love, the commitment, the energy. It's astounding. And if we could bottle that up, you'd double the 180,000.
Brilliant stuff. Well said there. And it is, thanks for that, Padrina. And well, I hope you're enjoying this piece here from Scoil Chormaic in Cashel. We're going to have a song next, and then we'll wrap up with just a final word from Lorraine here. But I'm delighted to be joined here by two fantastic musicians, Paddy Cohen and Seamus Hayes. And Paddy, I've seen you many times with the Rebel Hearts and everything down the years. You're here in the school, and great atmosphere, great environment here as well.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Stephen. And this school is an amazing place. It's a very happy environment here all the time. But this morning, I feel a sense of pride around the school. Everybody's at a high, everybody's smiling. The achievement is unbelievable. 180,000. To be honest with you, I didn't think they'd raise 8,000. It's just, I know it's just unbelievable, but everybody just got behind this, and are people very kind from all across the county and beyond. And I think when children, especially children with additional needs, when they're involved, people feel that they have to help out a little bit more. And there's so many charities out there at the moment, but our school, our wonderful school here at Scoil Chormaic, definitely deserves all the credit. So, yeah, delighted.
Great stuff. Have you gigs on the horizon at the moment?
We have, yeah, well, as you know, we buried our brother Liam, and Liam would want us to go on, so we're going to Liverpool and Luton now for St. Patrick's weekend, and when we come back after that, then we're going to go hard at it, and we'll drive on in Liam's memory.
Yeah, and Liam was an integral part of the band for
Oh, God, he was very unique, yeah. I'll just tell you a quick story. We used to go down to Kerry, and Liam was sick at the time, so Liam wouldn't be able to make the gig, so the Kerry boys would come in and go, how are you? Is Liam here? No, he's not here actually now today, he's sick. Irish, we'll keep going, so. So they came to see Liam, and that was wonderful, yeah.
Brilliant stuff, Paddy. And you're going to play a tune for us here yourself, and Seamus here beside you, Seamus Hayes on guitar. And Seamus, what are you going to sing for us today?
Actually, it's a tune, Paddy, isn't it? Paddy, you know the name of the tune now. Sorry, I'm just a fair weather acoustic backer man, really, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, we were going to play a slow one. We're going to play the West Awake, but it's such a joyous occasion. Forget about the slow songs now today. And but the West is awake here this morning. But we're going to play a tune called Club Cayley, and please God, there'll be a Cayley later on.
Lovely hurling, and we're getting ready for this one. And it is Paddy Cohen and Seamus Hayes. Take it away, lads, here in Scoil Chormaic. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant stuff. Paddy Cohen and Seamus Hayes, that was just brilliant. And just to wrap up here, Fran, before we hand back to the studio, we just have a final word here from Lorraine Lowry, the principal here in Scoil Chormaic. And Lorraine is going out here at 11 o'clock to officially open the ceremony is going to take place here for the brand new buses that we have outside the door that 180k was raised for. Over to you, Lorraine.
Just on that, I suppose we are sitting in my office looking out, and it is a beautiful site. We've nestled between the Rock of Cashel, and in our schoolyard we have our 5 buses. And I just want to mention Raymond O'Dowd, who scoured Dundee, who rang every bus operator, and only for him, you know, that's why we have our magnificent fleet of buses out there. So he's not with us today, so just want to mention Raymond. But so we have some invited guests in today. We're going to go to the hall. The weather isn't on our side, but we're very good at improvising, adapting and modifying here in Scoil Chormaic. So we're going to go to the hall and continue the celebrations. But I suppose just to finish that, you know, this moment, this success that we're celebrating is and belongs to the entire community, for everybody, you know, who volunteered, you know, who put their hands in, they donated. I suppose it's just a huge community success, and it belongs to everybody that worked so hard. I can't but just mention Evelyn Nevin and Siobhan O'Brien, I suppose, because they really were the driving force behind this, and I can't thank them enough, and the fundraising committee. It really has made a long and lasting impact on the present and future students of Scoil Chormaic.
Great stuff. Many thanks, Lorraine Lowry, and also to Evelyn Nevin, Siobhan O'Brien, Johnny Luby, Pedrina Inright, Paddy Cohen and Seamus Hayes. And from me, Stephen Gleeson, that wraps it up here at the moment, but the celebrations are just getting going here in Cashel. So with that, it's back to you, Fran and Leanne, in the studio.
Thanks very much indeed, Stephen. What a lovely piece indeed from Scoil Chormaic today. And many congratulations to everybody involved there in that wonderful fundraiser. And thanks to Paddy and to Shamie as well. A lovely piece of music in the middle of all of that too. Fran, I always say Scoil Chormaic is heaven on earth. I could write a book on how wonderful the place is, and the staff always so pleasant. We parents always appreciate what they've contributed to our Ciara's life and our family amongst so many other families. We'll always be extremely grateful, and that's in from Jeremiah, who's a great friend to the show over the years. Okay, and a couple of people on to say it's great to hear Stephen on the radio this morning. Well, that's for certain. Thank you for that. We'll take a break, back in just a moment.
Tipp FM's Tipp Today.
With Slattery's Garage, puck on. It's time to change. Test drive the award-winning range of Peugeot hybrids and fully electric vehicles at Slattery's Garage today. See slatterysgarage.ie.